Shall we begin? Let's begin now. Shall we begin?
Aloha Pile 1, this is Stephanie with Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with a really beautiful pick a card reading for those of you who are in no contact with your person. What would they say to you if they could? There's always a reason why we go in no contact with someone that we have a strong connection with. Most often it is from fear, okay? But there's always different reasons, and it is part of the process of learning, growing, especially in these divine style unions. When they go into no contact, it is an integration time. It is a time where the energies are integrating, where we're learning, and especially when there's an intensity in certain connections, the energies have to come together, but then it opens everything up, and then there's separation that often occurs so that those energies can be balanced, integrated, and we can't always do that when we are in the thick of the intensity. We have to kind of move into calm, neutral waters, okay? So yeah, so different reasons for no contact. We're not judging it. We're just going to look at what they would say to you if they could. Before I get started with the reading, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. Also, thank you guys so much for those who have donated and tipped. That's so super helpful to me, as well as those who comment. I'm really loving the community that we're building together. And remember, where two or more are gathered, there the source is with you. And so we get our goals and outcomes exponentially when we work together and when we engage with one another and connect in with the reading. So thank you to those who have commented, because that is you connecting in with the energy of the group, and we can move forward in our goals by supporting each other in the energy there, and that will naturally happen, so you don't have to do anything extra for it to happen. Also, I do want to say I do offer private readings for those who have been asking. That information's in the description box below. I have my website or the Etsy channel. Both options are available for getting private readings, or if you want to do spiritual or business mentorship with me, those options are available as well, okay? And then scammers are about, so I'm not on any of the other social media platforms other than YouTube. So please, if anyone is posing as me and asks you for a reading, do know that's a scam. Report them or ignore them, and save your beautiful money, okay? Lastly, I do a contest every month, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. And I will let you know at the end of the video how to enter that drawing, as some are here just for the messages. Okay, let's get into it. No contact with your person that you're thinking of. You chose the card of sacrifice. It's in master number 11. And it says there are those worth making, and then there are those that will destroy you. Okay. I also pulled some other cards. So in the Lover's Oracle, it says wait, don't rush into it, allow nature to take its course. We have listen with your heart. You are listening but need to hear with a loving heart. And we have physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. Okay. So with this group number 1, I'm feeling like the reason that you guys, what your person wants to let you know is that being in no contact right now is a sacrifice for them. So it may have been that they needed to go on their own pilgrimage. They had some business to take care of, because what Spirit's showing me is tying up loose ends. There's things that your person, what they're wanting to let you know is that there's things that they had to take care of that they can't do when in your physical presence. I feel like with this group, your person has a history or a past, either with another person or just with choices they made from the time that they were younger. They may have gotten caught up in some law type of stuff that they're having to take care of, that they don't want to put you in the middle of, because what Spirit's saying here is that your person, the reason that they pulled away has nothing to do with you. The reason that they're in no contact is because they need to take care of some things. And so to be in no contact with you is actually a sacrifice for them. But why they're doing it is because it's not quite the right time yet, okay, for you guys to be together, because they, what they want you to know is, pile one, what they want you to know is they weren't expecting you. It feels like this particular group, your person was either a hermit or they were the proverbial bachelor or bachelorette who didn't think that they would get attached to anyone. They had no plans of really being in a relationship, but they met you and it changed everything in their heart. Okay, so they started to awaken both of you guys. I feel like this union started to awaken them, and they are listening with their heart, and they're wanting you to listen with your heart, because I feel like because they have been in no contact, because they've exited your movie for a time, you may be feeling like you did something wrong, or that you have to change something, or gosh, like, why doesn't things ever work out? I was certain that this person was my person. And you may have been thinking, like, how is it so easy for them to walk away? But the fact of the matter is it wasn't easy for them. It isn't easy for them. It's an absolute sacrifice. And for many of you, it does feel like it's destroying them from the inside out, because they weren't expecting you. Pile one, their reverence for you is so high. I mean, it makes me want to cry a little bit, because they respect you with their full being. They didn't want to be in no contact with you. They didn't want to leave you. Okay, but the timing, it's like what Spirit's saying with this particular group, it's the right person, wrong time. Okay, you guys met each other as an effort to be catalyst for your change and growth, but it wasn't the right time. They weren't ready for a relationship. They didn't have their shit together, excuse my French, okay? So they may have come to you with their finances in shambles, or their spiritual life was in shambles, or they weren't completely finished with a previous relationship, or like I said, they may have had some law troubles, okay? They were fully expecting to be single, okay? And you have given them a run for their money. Like, they had no idea that they could feel the depth of their feelings like they feel with you. And so pile one, I do feel like some of you, some of you entered into physical touch, some of you didn't. The reason why there is a waiting of that is because they had not completed their tying up their loose ends. They do want you to know that they do want to touch you. They do want to be in your physical presence. They do want to talk to you. But right now, it's not the right time yet. So they are waiting on the signs from Spirit. They're doing their best to open themselves up to you. They're doing their best to open themselves up to the connection, to themselves. I feel like this group, they really needed to know themselves. They've been through a lot. It feels like the both of you have had really rough upbringings, and that's why both parties are rather independent, but especially your person that's in no contact, they really expected to be alone their whole life, just because they had grown up in such an extreme environment, and they were not expecting you. Okay, so they want you to know that it is a sacrifice for them as well to not talk to you. It's like, it feels like it's like, you know, cutting them from the inside out. It's a really kind of harsh energy, and I know you're feeling it too, but they want you to know that they are as well. But they are doing their best to do what they need to do so that they can come back to you. So that's what they want you to know. All right, we have the energy of Capricorn here. So you may be dealing with the Capricorn. You don't have to. This is just the energy of ambition, realism, and methodical steps. So they want you to know that even though that they're in no contact with you right now, they are taking the steps needed to get their life together so that they can come back to you. Okay, because we have mutable signs, which is surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. And we have angelic trine here. So angelic support and perfect flow. And so this is why they're saying, you know, don't lose the hope. They do understand if you can't wait on them. Like, I never suggest anyone to wait on anybody else. That's an energy that you'd be waiting forever. It's not an alignment with forward movement. Okay, but they are letting you know that they are doing their best to surrender to the changes, in that, and Spirit's letting you know that they are supporting this relationship. It just has to do its natural process. Okay, so they are asking for help from Spirit, as well as Spirit's asking you to ask them for help. Okay, with this situation. They have to stay quiet, because if they talk to you, they won't get done what they need to do to tie up these loose ends, to finish what they've needed to do, because you are so magnetic to them, because you are so irresistible to them, that if they reach out, they know that they will crumble under your suggestion, what you want. They know that you want them to come back to you. They know that you want them to come home, all right? And they want to come home, and they want to come back to you. And so it's like, but there is a very real physical world things that they have to tie up as far as loose ends are concerned. As far as making right, in the Hawaiian culture, we call it making pono, like to be pono. Pono means right, righteous, upright. And so they have some things that they have to make right before they can be in the relationship with you. Because what they're telling me, your person saying, you know, once I come back, I'm all in. I want to make sure that I clear the path so that I can be with pile one forever, because they're my person. Oh, that got me in the feels there, because they really do love you highly, and this is just as hard for them, and maybe even harder, because I feel like you've done a lot of work. So, like, because even though the card's not here yet, they're showing me you in the Empress energy, male or female matters not. You're coming forward as magnetic, Midas touch. You know, even when you go through hard times, you're looked up to, and this person isn't quite as far along with their growth. Okay, and so they have some more that they have to do, and so and they know that they have to level up in order to be with you. And it's not a bad thing, it's just a hard thing to do. Beautiful. Yeah. They want you to know that they will communicate with you again, that is coming in. Also, if they have children, they're dealing with something with their children, okay? So they have to make that a priority right now, so that they can get back on track. So they want you to know that they have not forgotten you. They just again, have to take care of business, especially there's a lot of child energy around, okay? So part of that is that they're needing to grow up, but the other part of it is if they have children, they're really needing to make right there. So they might have not been the best parent, or they might have been absent, or whatever it might be, okay? Some of you may not even know that they had children, okay? But they're having to fix this. Okay. All right. Beautiful. Okay, so we have Page of Pentacles here, and Page of Cups. You are absolutely their dream. They are going to communicate with you again, okay? So again, we have 3 out of the 4 pages, so there's definitely indication of them growing up again, them having, children around as well. We also have Page of Wands, okay? So what they're wanting with you, they're wanting to fix these things so that they can have the passion and communication with you again. They want to build their dreams with you. We have King of Wands. They are doing their best to mature into their passions. This is pre-emperor energy, so they are getting their monies together. They are really doing their best, okay? Now this can be a card of wanting things their own way, okay? They're acknowledging that their decision to leave is because of the things that they chose in their past. It is because they wanted things their way. They now know that in this separation and no contact, they're seeing how they could have compromised differently or met you in the middle. I feel like you were the one who did the most adjustment in the relationship, and they're seeing that they could have, they were a little bit too rigid on their boundaries. They didn't really come to you or come to the level where, how can I say that? Where they did any kind of compromising, and they're acknowledging that, okay? They are in quite a bit of regret here, okay? So they want you to know that it's not easy for them either. They are doing their best to sow the seeds that will bring them back to you. They are in a really strongly depressed mode right now. They are doing their best to take the action steps, but they want you to know, they see a life with you. They see that you are the investment, that you would bring life to this world, whether it be a physical child or whether it be just that the two of you can make your dreams together. But they do have a lot of regrets for how they left, the things that they didn't tell you. I feel like with this group, there's quite a bit of secrets around what they hadn't finished up yet, okay? Because they can't tell you. It's it's nothing that you've done, but it's say that they have some issues with a legal situation, they can't tell you all about that. Or if it was with the children or something of the other sort, there's reasons why they've had to keep it to themselves, and it feels like it's sort of that they have regret about that, because it's they can't do anything about it. They can't change the fact that they can't tell you, because it would be hurtful to you or possibly put you in a position that would be, I don't want to call it dangerous, but it would just put you in a precarious position if they don't want to involve you in their troubles, even though your heart is let's work through this together. I'd rather us work together. But in this case, they do have to do this alone. All right. But they want you to know, Scorpio energy here. All right. They want you to know they are going through the transformation. The Death card has to do with death and rebirth. So they are actively going through the transformation. There will be a rebirth. There will be communication with the two of you again, okay? They know that you may not wait on them. They know. They hope that you will but really they want you to be happy. They want you to have everything in your life. Like, this person loves you to the soul, okay? They may not have always been really good at expressing it, and they may have kept that to themselves, but they love you immensely. This love is like, they think about you constantly, and they want you to listen with your heart, because right now they cannot reach out, but as soon as they can, they will. As soon as they have taken care of their poor previous life choices, they've made some life choices previously that is affecting your relationship right now, that has nothing to do with you. It happened long before you ever came along. They were not expecting you. So that's why they're saying this is a huge sacrifice for them to not be able to talk to you, because they love you so immensely, but they do not want to drag you down with their previous decisions, okay? So I really respect your person, pile one, because they're doing this out of protection for you. And they're making sure they come to you right and in the correct energy, because you are worth it, and they know it. So they are going through this process. Some of them may have gone on a vision quest. Some of them are dealing with very heavy things, but it's so that they can come back to you, okay? And it's so that they can come back to you clean and clear, so you don't have to process this anymore. I feel like your connection opened up all sorts of things to clear and to purge and to make you better, and they want you to know that they love you and they're better for knowing you. And it is a huge sacrifice for them to not talk to you right now, but it is actually in the best interest of both parties. So they want you to know that. They want you to know that they are diligently working to get everything handled so that they can come back to you, okay? So much love to you guys. The connection that I feel with this group is extremely deep, and I know how hard that is to be in no contact. I'm having that right now too, okay? So we all go through this process at different times in our life. So you keep moving forward. They are doing their best, and they will be back to you as soon as they possibly can, okay? So thank you guys so much. For those of you who would like to enter the drawing, it's free to enter, free to win. Here's how you do it. You be a subscriber if you're not already. So subscribe, hit that bell button, like and share this video. And in the comment section, once you've done that, write, I am listening to my heart. I am listening to my heart. And that lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing. I'll do that on the first of the month on video and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha. Aloha pile 2. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly, coming to you with a beautiful pick a card message. For those of you that are in no contact, what would your person say to you if they could? And so this is for those of you who are in no contact. And there's always various reasons why no contact happens. Typically it has to do with fear or anger, okay, initially. But we're at a time in our life incarnations where these divine counterparts are coming together. So you could call them soulmates or twin flames. You know, we're not half of anything. The soul is whole and complete. So, but this is more of our spiritual mates are coming to us that are bringing up patterns from childhood, traumas, other things that are to be cleared. So a lot of these relationships that are coming together at this time, or that are in no contact at this time, it's because you came together to catalyze one another towards change and huge spiritual growth. And then we have to kind of go to different corners, as it were, to balance the energy, to find self again, to do what we need to do in that regard. Okay, so know that you're not alone. Many people, including myself, are going through no contact situations, and it doesn't mean we've done anything wrong. It's just part of the process of these huge changes, because I read for higher level people, right? And so many of you are in these spiritual type of relationships. Before I get started with the read, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. So thank you. Thanks for those who have donated and tipped. And thank you so much for those who comment. I love the community that we're growing together. Remember, where two or more are gathered, there the source is with you. So you can call that God, universe, source. But when we gather, and when we participate and engage together, that makes the energy exponential towards our goals. Okay, so it works for everybody involved when we participate in the comments, because it all of that energy connects to one another to bring us our goals and outcomes. So I love that. So let's keep building together. I do offer private readings. That information's in the description box below. If you would like one, there you can go to my Etsy channel or my website. My website also has options for business or spiritual mentorship. And I am not on any of the other social medias, so there are scammers about. So please, if anyone approaches you or solicits you for a reading, do know that is not me. So either report them or ignore them, because it is a scam. And then thirdly, I do a free drawing every month, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. I'll let you know at the end of the video how to enter that drawing, as some are here just for the messages. Okay, you guys chose dreams, vivid dreaming, dream messages, and dream teaching. I also pulled your other oracle cards ahead of time, and we have when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. We have the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. Express your love through gifts. A small token of love can convey appreciation. And we have ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. Okay. So with this one, I feel like your person that's in no contact, first off, I feel like they are contacting you through the dream time, okay? I feel like you've been having dreams about them. And for this group, I feel like this is someone who may have been you may have been in no contact with for quite some time. This feels like a longer time ago. Like this is someone you connected with in high school, college, in your 20s, depending on what age you are now, right? But it feels like that you haven't been in contact with this person for quite some time. And for others of you, this is going to be for a small percentage, but some of you, your person may have passed on out of their body. Okay, so they may have died, or as Abraham Hicks calls it, croaked, you know, because energy doesn't die. But that's not for everyone, but it does say when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul in the lesson. So some of you may have had your person pass away, but they have been in your dreams lately. I feel like in general, what your person's wanting to let you know is, first off, don't give up on love. I feel like with this group, there has been almost like a jadedness since this person, you lost contact, because I feel like For those of you that it's someone who passed, you may have been married to them or in a relationship with them when they passed, or you were supposed to be in a relationship with them. And it's like, it feels like it was cut short. For others, they're alive, but because of this no contact, it feels like that they have been dead or dead to you because you haven't been in any contact with them. And there's been a jadedness about like, is love real? Okay. And they want you to know love is real. Okay. Love is all that there is. And they are needing to ask for help to come forward to you, but also I feel like you need to ask for help, and to start to express your love, in little ways, right? So if they could talk to you, they would say that they would give you the gifts, okay? They feel like you are a gift, like you're the pearl in here that he's wanting to give to the mermaid. You're actually the pearl of great price. You're actually the one that is really, really amazing, okay? I feel like with this one, it's interesting because though there's no contact, I feel like the message here that I'm getting that's predominant is that they want you to move on and they want you to have love again and to remember that love is the only thing. I feel like with this group, you've almost like shut yourself off after this experience with this person that you're asking about. Like it's like them or no one, right? And that is stunting your growth, okay? So the reason they've been coming into your dreams, the reason that they've been so vivid on your mind is because they want you to grow again. They want you to experience love again, to remember that love is the only real thing, that love is the only thing that matters. You can't take stuff with you. If you stunt your growth, like the only thing you have is your soul memories, and they want you to keep growing in love, okay? So this one absolutely feels like, it's not necessarily about a reconciliation with the two of you. It's about you building upon the foundation that you started with them. Because I feel like you started the growth with them, and then because their absence, for whatever reason that they left, okay, you stopped growing. You stopped giving and receiving love. You stopped believing in love in some way. And I'm really sorry. I know how that goes. Like I've been in that position myself before, and it took 10 years before I really felt love again. Okay, and that's just been recent. and so I get it, okay? But they are wanting you to start again. Okay, beautiful. I know it's not for everybody, but for many of you, you have experienced a death with a person that was very, that you're asking about, okay? And I know that seems weird to be asking about it, or like that was the catalyst for your growth here. But yeah. I know that won't be for everyone, but there's a strong, the death card's on the bottom of the deck. Okay. There's a strong indication that there's that they've left their body. Okay. So we have Temperance here. This is saying that your person is helping you from spirit. So it's reiterating about the dream time. So even if they are alive and they've moved on in a different way, so this could be someone, it could be a literal death or figurative death. But they are helping you to bring in your next person. Okay? They are helping this angel here. Like they're like a, a guardian angel to you. We have Hermit, a card of Virgo. Okay. And we have 7 of Cups. They want you to know that, like, you've been a little bit hermited and you haven't really seen all of the options that you have. Like, you have an immense amount of options. They're like, what I'm hearing is like, Stephanie, pile 2 is so magnetic. They have no idea how many people are interested in them, how many people would love to have a chance to love them and gift them and like be there for them. They said, you have no idea about pile 2. And but I feel like you've held back, like you've been in isolation for some reason, because of your situation with them. It's like you've kind of taken your heart back, but you are going to be spoiled for choice. And what they're saying is that this is a gift from the universe. They want to gift you with someone new. They want to gift you with somebody who can be there for you in this physical world and show you about love. The 6s are all about unconditional love, universal love, harmony, magic. Okay, so they're letting you know that you're going to be moving into a time of great magic as it comes to love. They're cautioning because you're showing up still as the Queen of Swords. Okay, male or female matters not. Your energy's kind of coming through still more logical, not really listening to your heart. Okay, you're definitely super intellectual and able to listen to your intuition, but it's like you've closed off your heart and gone cold, and they want you to open yourself up again. They want you to open yourself up again to new experiences, okay, to new passions, and really plant seeds that will grow. Okay, the 7 of Pentacles plant seeds that will grow into trees, money, love. You know, like the 7 of Pentacles only invests in things that will grow. Okay, but there's going to be a quickening of your energy. They're wanting you to know that passion will return for you. And at the end of your reading here, we have King of Cups. You have a soulmate coming on in. All right. I think that you had your heart set on this particular person, but what they're wanting you to know is that they're sending you someone who can fulfill all of the things of the heart that you hoped that they could, or that you felt with them. They are asking that you don't compare the new person with them. Like, they will have similar qualities. There will definitely be a lot of love there, but they want you to allow yourself to love. And remember that love is the only thing. Okay, it's the only thing that's real. And this is kind of a strange reading, but it's like such a blessing. I feel like your person, pile 2, loves you really deeply, and whether they're in body or not, the love has never gone away. And they know that they can't be your life partner in this incarnation. Okay, they're making it very clear that they cannot be that. So either they have left their body, or their life situation now means that they cannot come back in the way that you would have liked them to. But they absolutely are spending their energy to help you to love again, to help you to create new memories, to help you to create new dreams for yourself, okay? And to bring in this soulmate. They really want you to ask for help and ask them for help, okay? So in your dreams, in your meditations, ask them for help. Say, send me the person that would match me well. And I know with this group, many of you are like, I can't imagine loving again or loving somebody else. It's too extreme how I love this person. But you will love again, and you will love someone else, because that's the beautiful thing about love, is that if it's really love and not attachment, love expands and it continues to grow. And there's always room for more love. There's always room for more joy. There's always room for more abundant experiences and soul memories, okay? It is part of your soul growth path to learn from relationships and to love, because they're showing me you had a soul contract with the person that you watched this video for, and you've completed it, okay? But now they're going to help you to bring in the life partner that you were asking for, that you thought was them, okay? You will find once you have this partner, that's the reason why, okay? Because the new partner is going to have more things that are conducive to the person that you have become, okay? You've outgrown the old pattern or the person that you were originally asking about. And so they are going to be helping you. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. Whoa. Okay, that's a big energy joining. They're going to be helping you to expand your horizons and to love again, okay? I just want to hug you guys because I know this particular energy is a little bit challenging because when you have someone in mind that you are convinced is your one and only person, which there's no such thing as a one and only person, but we have developed a pattern of thinking that, especially in American society. I don't know about other places around the world, but we're inundated with Hollywood movies and other things saying that there's a soulmate or that there's one person for each of us, and that's just simply not true. We live in a vibrational reality, and so it's vibrational match or not, okay? And so there's not just one person or a few people. We're not incomplete as souls, okay? So we are learning lessons through love, and vibrational matches come to us along the way. There's plenty of people we can love, and any person can be that vibrational match, and that may continue with you as a life partner for the rest of the duration of your life. That's absolutely there, and it's absolutely possible. And I think that that's the thing, is breaking down the programs that we've been fed from our media and even from our family systems to find out, is that actually true? Is that what love is? Because remember, love is radical acceptance of what is. Love is not attachment. Attachment's different. It's not love, you know? And so I think that's the thing that we're learning as a collective, what love really is. And you now have that opportunity to expand in love. And the person that you are asking about in this video, they're going to help you to find your life partner, because this group feels like they want someone that they can partner with for the rest of their time here on earth, okay, in this incarnation. And so it's going to happen, and it's going to happen differently than what you expected, but that is okay. That's part of life. That's part of change. What it says is you've grown. And so say yes to life. Say yes to joy and to love, and more of that comes to you, because the universe is expansive. And so it does feel like you're expanding in love exponentially, and I'm really proud of you guys, okay? I'm going to leave that there. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Those of you who would like to enter the drawing, it's free to enter, free to win. Here's how you do it. You be a subscriber if you're not already, so subscribe, hit that bell button, like and share this video, and then in the comment section below, write, I am ready to love again. I am ready to love again. And that lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing, and I will do that on the first of the month on video and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha. Aloha Pile 3. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with a really fun pick a card reading for those of you in no contact. What would your person say if they could? Okay, there's many different reasons why we go no contact. Does seem to be part of the process, especially during these times where we are entering into relationships with high spiritual counterparts that are here to help us to clear and purge and ascend. So many of us are meeting, I don't love all the terminology, but the soulmates, twin flames, the divine counterparts, those who are spiritually, we have soul contracts with to come in and boost each other, okay? But that often has a separation or no contact period. And often the no contact happens because we're triggered or fear or anger. But we're just going to look into what they would say if they could, okay? And go from there. Before we get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand, as well as thank you for those who have donated or tipped or sent me snail mail. So fun. As well as thank you for those who comment. I love the comments. I love the community that we're building. And remember, where two or more are gathered, their source is with you. So whatever you like to call it, God, universe, source. My Hawaiian auntie calls it Gus, right? God, universe, source. So when we engage with each other and comment, it actually links you into the network, as it were, plugs you in so that you have more energy towards your goals and your outcomes. And we're all helping each other to grow, and we're helping each other to get our outcomes. So I love that, and I love the support that we're building for each other. I do offer private readings. That information's in the description box below. So if you would like a private reading, I have my website or my Etsy channel. Those are the only ways to get in touch in that way. I am not on any of the other social media outlets. It has come to my attention that scammers are about, so please know if anyone who is posing as me, asking you or soliciting you for a reading, that's not me. So please either report them or ignore them. It is a scam, so save your beautiful money. As well as I do offer a drawing, free to enter, free to win, every month for a 30-minute session with me personally. I'll let you know at the end of the video how to enter that drawing, as some are here just for the messages. Okay, let's get to it. Sorry if you hear Penny in the background. My dog, she's she's getting a little restless. A little extra energy going on here, but I always keep her with me because she helps me do the readings. All right, you guys chose air. It says breathing deep, entering into life, exchanging of life-bringing energies. I also pulled your other oracle cards, and it says reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. And we have honesty is essential. Okay, speak with love and truth. Look how beautiful. Okay, so with this group, I feel like it's been necessary to give each other some air, okay? To give each other some breathing room. I feel like what your person's saying is that they are taking the time to reflect. So you might have felt, because it feels like with this group, that the energies got rather intense. There may have been a fight or words exchanged, because air has to do with the words and how we communicate. They're also showing me like Mercury's influence, okay? And it's showing that you guys almost like exploded, okay? And that's perfectly all right, because when we're dealing with these intense energies or connections that are deeper, it does bring up those spots within ourselves that maybe are a little unsavory, or things that we didn't want to see about ourselves, the denser energy. I never like to say like good or bad, because light and shadow are a bonded pair, yin and yang. Okay, so you can't have one without the other. So there's nothing wrong with our shadow sides, but sometimes we deny that and we don't want to see those darker aspects of ourselves. And I feel like you guys kind of shined light right on the things that you didn't want to see in each other. Okay, and there's a need right now for this space. Your person really needs it, you really need it, and they want you to know that they are reflecting on what happened. They are looking at things differently. They are trying to figure out which ways that they've been kind of in denial in themselves. I feel like some of them even like denied their feelings for you, even though they're super strong. I feel like they may have been in denial about how they truly felt about you, and that caused part of the rift. Okay, but they're taking this time to reflect, and they're seeing, man, I really need to be honest with pile 3. Okay, but it is appropriate at this time to have a little bit of space. Now we have Neptune's energy here, which is Pisces energy. It's here twice. So we have Neptune, and then we also have Pisces. So this is dream and transcend. Okay, and then Pisces is intimacy, intuition, and compassion. So your person wants you to know that they do want to transcend this energy, that you are in their future dream. They definitely want that intimacy. They want the compassion and the intuition. And so they are taking this time to reflect so that they can come forward and be honest with you, not just about how they feel, but also what they need. Like, I feel like you have been so compassionate to them. You've been such a loving force, and they just like weren't necessarily ready to receive all of you, because you are such a big and open and loving heart. I'm going to put my hair up. Sorry, guys. It's super hot in here. And so it's like heating up as we're talking here. So you guys have a hot and spicy type of relationship there, even though air is the main quality that's needing to... communication basically needs to be balanced here. We have Gemini, which is about communications, curiosity, intellect, and networking. Again, air sign and ruled by Mercury. So your person could be a Gemini. They don't have to be. But essentially this is your person saying that they are curious. They are actually looking at your network. So even though you guys are separated and giving each other breathing room, what Spirit's showing me is that they're like, if you've got social media, they're looking at social media. They may be asking about you within your network, okay, because they haven't forgotten you. They're not even mad at you. They're just sort of like, how did this kind of blow up? And it's because I wasn't honest, okay? So they're letting you know that they weren't really honest about how they felt. And then we have the moon, which is satisfying emotional needs, nurturing self and others. So during this time, they want you to know that they are nurturing themselves. They are trying to uncover what is hidden. I do feel like the moon cycles, this full moon here, you may get communication with them sooner than you think. Because what I'm hearing here is this is not over. Your story's not complete with this person. It's not done. And so it's like... you guys, it's like they're showing me like boxing and going to separate corners, okay? You just needed some breathing room, okay? But what Spirit's suggesting is that you guys get honest about what you want from each other, with each other. We've got 2 full moons here, so the next full moon may be really, like from the time you're watching this, the next full moon, you guys might have communication. It's going to be an opportunity to uncover and speak honestly. Excuse me. I'm noticing I'm having a little excuse me, trouble talking. So you guys may have had some issues with communication before you went into no contact, okay? And that's where it's saying, hey, y'all need to get honest with yourselves and with each other about how you feel. No more playing games with this. It's like, I feel like there's been almost a childish withholding of feelings because neither party wanted to really be vulnerable. And now you're just being called to speak up about it. Yeah, beautiful. So what they would let you know is that they think about you all the time. They are very much romantically in love with you. They're thinking of you, and the Knight of Cups does. This one shows very much scrying. So again, I do feel like they might be watching you on social media or other things, not in a creepy way, just because they miss you. And they're trying to figure out how to heal it, okay? Because we have Four of Swords, which is a very restful and healing card. And that pairs up with the card of reflection. So they're very much wanting to heal this. I feel like you want to heal this. Again, all I keep hearing is this story is not over. You guys are not complete, like, with your energy here. And so it's really about being honest with self and with each other about your feelings. And there's going to be the opportunity coming up. We have Page of Swords, which is quick and honest communication, and where you guys get curious about each other again. And I'm having a really, really hard time talking. It's like my throat is closing up during this reading. And so, you know, during this time apart and during this time of reflection, it may be useful for you to, like, write down all the things that you would like to say to this person or that you would like them to say to you, just so that you can, there we go. Oh, I'm yawning. Just so that you can express yourself. Okay, I feel like there was so much energy pent up in the throat here, and we just had to kind of yawn it out because there's so much that has been left unsaid. And Spirit's saying, in order to move this forward, we got to be honest with one another. We got to be honest with self first. Stop being in denial about, like, what you want and what you're feeling. And realizing that vulnerability is actually the strongest position, because what happens is most people wear masks, kind of like this person here is wearing a mask. Okay. Most people wear masks, and in regards to their feelings and their emotions. But the powerful one is the one that can be vulnerable and can say exactly how they feel and their expectations without feeling like the other person has to meet it. It's a very strong position, because then there's no one can harm you because you're already there. And forward, and so there's no need to, like, disarm you because you don't have any weapons. No need. It's you come as yourself. And lastly, we have the Fool. They would like a restart with you. They would like a new beginning. Okay, to clear the slate. This time apart actually is hugely to your advantage, Pile 3. It may not feel like it in this moment, but I feel like you guys are both getting extreme clarity. You're getting extreme honesty with your feelings and emotions, and what you would like with your person moving forward, as are they, by taking the time to, and they may even have experimented with other people or whatever, because I just heard somebody in my head say, well, they just went off with somebody else. Well, the thing is like, nothing compares to you. Like, I'm getting that song, like, nothing compares to you. Like, you are in your own, a league of your own. And sometimes people have to go off and realize what it's like without you. To realize how special you are in the energy, how special you are as a person so that they can be honest. Yeah, it's like what your person's letting you know is that they are dealing with the toxic patterning that they had. They're letting that go. Like they're moving through the upset and upheaval. They do want to work things out with you, okay? They do want to be a team with you. They see that you are the perfect team with them, okay? And so they're doing their work to balance things out. They want you to know that they are doing the work. And so even if you've been spying a little on their social media, they are doing what they can to balance it out, and what they would like is the relationship with you. So when they come back in, you guys are just gonna be the advice that Spirit's pushing you guys to is being honest with what you want with each other, okay? Being honest with yourself and with each other. Honesty is the huge thing with this. I feel like you guys have been holding back, and then it caused this separation because no one was willing to say all the way in which they felt, okay? And somebody's got to be the first one, okay? And so I do feel like that's coming in. I do feel like the communication's coming back in. And with this group, I do feel like that this story is not over. I do feel like there's much that still needs to be expressed, okay? And so take the time right now during this separation. The suggestion is to, even if you have to just express yourself on paper, to get your thoughts out of your head. I mean, I just keep like it's exhausting because I feel like your minds have been on repeat, on a loop. And put down your expectations. What do you actually dare to say out loud, even if it's to yourself in the mirror, or write it on a paper and then say it out loud, what you actually want, with no but, with no I don't know how. None of that is any of your concern. Your higher self and source is in charge of the how. This is you being transparently honest with the fact of what you actually want. If you want this person to be your life partner or husband or wife, saying that out loud to yourself. Say, this is my mate. This is the one, okay? And just being honest with yourself opens the door in the energy that, yes, you finally have said what you wanted and you're willing to receive it. And I think that is beautiful, Pile 3. I love this. I think you guys are a really great couple. You're just in this process of learning how to communicate your emotions, learning how to communicate what you want, realizing vulnerability as a strength. It's a huge lesson, but it will open doors within you that leads to your higher heart, that leads you understanding that vulnerability and opening to true love, to universal love first, opens the door of your spirit. It opens the door of your heart, which has a whole magnetic resonance of its own. Okay, we're electromagnetic in our system, but look up diagrams. It's called the toroidal field. Okay, I think it's TORRODIAL. Okay, sorry if I didn't spell that right. So we have that field that's our electromagnetic, but look it up of the heart. There's a whole extra field of the heart, and that's what you're opening at this time. So it's beautiful, and vulnerability will be your strength here. Okay, so definitely grateful for you guys. I'm excited. This has only begun. Okay, this isn't the ending. This is the beginning of the opening for you and your person. I'm very excited for you. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. For those of you who would like to enter the drawing, remember it's free to enter, free to win. Here's how you do it. you be a subscriber if you're not already. So subscribe, hit that bell button, like and share this video. And then in the comment section below, write, I am safe to be vulnerable. I am safe to be vulnerable. And that lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing. And I will put your name in the bin and do that drawing on video on the 1st of the month and announce the winner. And hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha.